hearts, and welcome to a Light Heart Tarot. My name is Val, and if this is the first time that we're meeting, I welcome you into this sacred space where we support each other through our journey and as we navigate through grief, losing loved ones, and just wanting to come back home to ourselves. For those of you who have been here, welcome back. So today we're going to do messages from your deceased loved ones and what they want you to know. And this is a general collective reading. It almost feels like a personal reading because we're going to dig deeper into messages. So we'll do oracle cards and then we will do direct messages to you. Now I know for some of you who have been with me for a while, you have asked, how can I do a personal reading? Because as you know, I have limited how much I do direct one-on-one connections with loved ones in calling out names in specific details because there's so many of you who watch this channel. And so if you're interested, you can go onto my Etsy shop. The details are in the bio. And that will show you how to connect with me for a personal one-on-one reading. I also do live readings as well. And if you have any questions about that, please feel free to reach out to me. As always, I ask you to please have a notebook or journal because sometimes the messages that you'll receive, while immediately there may not be a connection, sometimes there are thoughts or reflections that may come afterwards. And always, I ask as we open up this space that we just allow just the love to connect us for all of our loved ones because they're all connecting with us directly every single day, just letting us know that we're not alone and they are bringing us guidance and clarity. So, as I said, we're going to start with Oracle, and then we will move into direct messages. Now, I've already blessed this space, and I've asked for the highest good to come for this collective, as well as with your loved ones. But if you also want, you may close your eyes and just imagine that beautiful white light surrounding us as we bring these messages of love and clarity to support all of us. So what messages do we want to share with the collective? What messages do we want to share with the, oh, okay. So the first card that comes up is assistance with access. It is necessary to ask for and accept help in order to receive it. And so we see this key here, which is really important, but it's also a call to you that your loved one is asking for you not to be afraid to ask for help. Many of you have heard me tell the story about me being up on the mountain and really making a concerted effort because I had vertigo that I was just going to live there forever. But I had to ask for help, which for someone like me who is just very independent and always used to doing things by myself, it was hard. But when I did, the tears started flowing down because I asked myself, why did I make it so hard for me to ask for help when others want to help me? And that is what we are seeing here, is as you have been navigating, trying to, and from the feeling that I'm sensing from this collective, many of you have had to step into a leadership role, matriarch, patriarch, head of the family, now taking care of siblings. I'm even seeing there is for someone whom this resonates, you have now taken parental guidance from your siblings over your siblings' children. And so these are new life changes that are taking place in your life, and you're still getting up, you're doing the thing, adulting, but it's hard. And your loved ones are saying it's okay for you to ask for help. And actually, they are sending earth angels to you in the form of resources and tools and people whom you meet who end up becoming part of your tribe or your village to help you. But all you have to do is ask, and just ask for help. Um, and that is the key to really, part of that healing is being able to say, I can't do this by myself. And that could also even be having to connect with a therapist or go to a support group, and even go to, if you do not want to do that, even just a journal. Or what I usually do is I go into the car, listen to music, and I just start talking out everything that's just like on my heart and on my mind. Those are all different ways that we can ask for help to help us keep moving those emotions out, and to help support us through the grief. I am seeing coming in, there is this a feminine energy that is coming in. She would have been about 14 years old when she passed away. However, she's presenting herself as the age that she would be now. So that is about 21 or 22. And so she is also coming in, and there is, she is acknowledging that she has sent what I call, as I said, earth angels to you in the form of friends. So these are her friends who have come in and kind of adopted themselves, and have become part of the family, helping out and helping you be able to manage, because it seems like there's some type of organization. It feels like an organization, but I'm also seeing horses. So I don't know if this is some type of, it's like a healing organization, something that provides healing, but there is something connected to that, and you are being given help through that. I'm also hearing the names Marianne and Mary Beth. So it's the same person. However, the way she has a very soft voice, so that's why I'm saying both of them. And again, I know that these are two different words, but when I'm reading and also listening, it sounds like a whisper, and so it's like Mariette, Mariette. So it's very much why sometimes it sounds like I'm saying two different names, because when it comes through my ear, as I'm doing something else, I have to switch attention, and I don't always catch. We have responding and not reacting. The only control we have is how we respond to the hand we're dealt. So there is a, who was it? And now I can't remember his name. I'm going to remember it and put it into the chat. But there is a quote that we can't control how people treat us and their actions, but we can control our actions back. And so it feels like in this situation, there is, with the passing of your loved one, there has been a family rift. It also looks specifically, it's between two siblings. And what your loved one, and it feels like it's a feminine energy that's coming in, but there's also other family members who are in echo. What is coming through is that if you can try to take a step back and look at your siblings, where they're coming from, and we're not saying that we accept bad behavior, because there has been some words that have been shared that have not been kind. But if you can take a step back and just look at it from a 30-foot view, it is, what is fueling it is hurt. What is fueling it is projection of the things that they wish that they would have said to this parent, and that they didn't. And there is a feeling that you were the one who was there the most, and there's also a sense of guilt, and all of those things combined. And again, as I said, we do not excuse bad behavior, even if you're hurting, but if you can take a look back, all of this behavior is coming from hurt. So can you be the one who can give the forgiveness? And can you be the one who can see where the hurt is and come in to heal that part? And this is, it's a hard ask, and this energy is telling me that it's a hard ask, because it means stepping back, not only stepping back, but also stepping into unconditional love. And from what I see, it's not going to immediately solve the rift that has taken place. However, it will. This woman's very practical, because she says it's going to disarm her, and she's not going. So the sibling, it feels like it's a feminine sibling. It's going to disarm her, and she's going to then let go of a little bit of the tension and of the negativity that keeps being pushed. And it feels like also that whatever plans that you have, and it feels like it's towards a property, she'll back off a little bit just to allow things to move forward, if you're able to see things from a higher perspective. And then we have distorted desire. Conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need for driving it. And so we look at this in which this energy is running away from something. And the energy that I'm getting from here with the loved ones is that and this is not even just for one person, that there's several people in this collective in which you're being asked, can you come back home? Because the passing of your loved one has caused also a rift, but a rift where it's now you're the one who has stepped away from the family. And it's really because of hurt, and hurt because you weren't there. Hurt because there were things that you wanted to say that you didn't get a chance to say. Hurt that you feel that was the only person that understood you and who knew you, and now you feel all alone. And you've lost your best friend. And so it's easier to move away and to distract yourself. And distraction can come in many different ways. So it can come in working, it can come in shopping, it can come in avoidance and numbing ourselves. There are many different ways that we distract ourselves, but we just delay that opportunity to really connect memory with love. And your loved one is asking, can you come back home to yourself? There are family members who miss you, miss the daily conversations that you've had. They miss just seeing your beautiful energy, and they admire you and value you more than you believe that they do. And just know, and I'm hearing this song, Maggie Rogers, light on, and they're just letting you know that the light is always on for you to come back home. I'm also seeing a connection where there has been distance between a daughter and a father because of the passing of your maternal, of your mother. And there is, again, this call to come back home to yourself. And so can you give that? Can you return back to your roots? Return back to connecting with all those who love you, and just want to heal together with you. That is what I'm feeling here. And let's pull We're going to pull a couple more. What messages do you want to share? And I'm going to pull a couple and then we'll... So we have High Priestess or Priest. Galactic. Reveal your secret power. And then take responsibility for that power. So I definitely see some of you have been moving into what I would call, as you're navigating through your grief, into understanding about spirituality, but also understanding about the unknown. So what happens to us when we pass away? Reading books probably by Brian Weiss, going into taking courses. Some of you have even moved into taking classes to become a death doula and helping others to navigate through the pain that they've gone through. You can take that empathy and support them. So many of you have been moving into understanding what happens with my loved one. Where do we go when we pass away? And it has opened up a spiritual awakening for many of you. Now, what is also happening is your loved ones are connecting with you, but they are also letting you know, because as you're opening up these avenues, it feels like for some of you, some signs are coming in fast and furious and they may feel overwhelming. So it's okay for you to ask for the universe to just take a step back. For me, there was a moment in which I came home one day and all of a sudden everything like just went crazy. It felt like the house from Poltergeist. The lights came on. There was just like too many electrical things that were overwhelming me, and I just had to say stop. And this, my husband and also my loved ones were just so excited that they wanted to connect that they just started all talking to me or communicating at the same time. But for the human body, it's too much. And so for you, it's the same thing. If you're getting signs, you're seeing synchronicities, people are coming up to you. And it seems like the coincidences are becoming more and more, and it feels a little overwhelming. You can take a step back and just say, I need some space. What we're also seeing from what your loved ones are saying is, for those of you who are in this leadership role, you've taken on family responsibilities, duties. It is, yes, you they are looking up to you, but it's also you're a village and you're a tribe. So work together. And through that working together, you will each be able to support each other, but also that is where healing happens. And also it goes back to the support, where you're now working as a team and you're all moving together to move forward in your grief. And again, as for those of you who are new, when I say move forward, I'm not saying moving on. It's moving forward. How do we live with this, walk with it, see it, and have it become part of us in a healthy and memorable way, where we remember our loved ones and we celebrate their life. We do not, one, need to do things by ourselves, but two, we are not the, so someone's bringing up a scene from an old show, in which I think it was Good Times, where Janet Jackson was just like, you're not my mama, or where she was being sassy. And so it causes less friction when we come into this as partners and as a tribe and as a teamwork, instead of us feeling like we have to control everything. So that is what your loved ones are wanting to share with you. So now in the next section, we're going to go into straight messages and what is that your deceased loved ones want you to know. Okay, so now we're going to go into straight messages from your loved one. And as a reminder, please like and comment or subscribe. As I am rebuilding this channel, it really helps. Every single little subscription or add-on really helps in the love and support from those who are new as well as those who have been here. So I appreciate all of you. What messages, only those cards that fly out, do you want to share with this collective? Thank you. Okay. Let's do this one more time. What messages would you like to share with the collective? Only those cards that fly out. Thank you. Okay. All right, so the first card that we have is I am sorry. Please forgive me. You have nothing to feel guilty about. And there is no time where I am. Time is only on the earth. So what I'm definitely feeling is with these two here, it connects back to the first part of the reading where I mentioned that there may be some friction happening in some family dynamics, because either there are siblings or family members who are feeling guilt or regret, or you may be feeling guilt or regret, which has caused separation and distance. And your loved ones are coming in and really sharing how important it is for you to not feel guilty, and not to have regret, and to also forgive them, because there were many things that were left unsaid, but also they know that this is hard and it's unfair. And I am seeing for many of you, you've had to step up, you've had to really, your whole world change in just such a short matter of time. I'm also seeing for some of you, take it as it resonates, you have experienced back-to-back passings. And so it has been a really difficult journey. And your loved ones are also coming in and just letting you know that they know that this is not fair. They also know that there are many new responsibilities that you have had to take on that you should not have had to take on, or at least not yet at this time. But they're also asking you to please forgive them, because I am also seeing that in some of this preparation and planning, not everything was ready. And so I am seeing for some, funeral arrangements were really tricky because directions may not have been given prior to your loved one's passing. I'm also seeing how there are properties or probates is what I'm seeing, wills being in probate, causing delayed legal action on a lot of things because preparation wasn't put into place. And so there's many things that your loved ones for the collective were asking for forgiveness, all ranging from I wasn't prepared to I know that this is not fair to have you be in this position, and I'm sorry for the things that I didn't say. And so they're asking you for forgiveness, but above all, please do not hold any regret or feel guilty about anything. You have done and gone above and beyond, and you continue to do so. And they're coming in to acknowledge that. They're also saying that there is no time where I am. Time is only on earth. And so they're letting you know that it feels, for some of you, I feel that you have gone to a actual, like a meeting in person, a medium, and to someone to help you connect with your loved ones. And your loved ones, I feel like in this situation, have recently passed. While it feels to us here on earth that it has been a very long time and we want to connect with them, for them there is no time. It almost feels like they just got there. And so sometimes when, if you're trying to connect with them, it may be difficult to get messages from them because they're just feeling like they are trying to get a lay of the land or reconnecting with their loved ones who have passed before them. And so it just, that someone's, one of your loved ones is making it really, and this is a male figure, it feels like, I'm gonna call, say, Sandy. And I know that Sandy is traditionally a feminine name, but it can also be for men. And this is coming up as an uncle named Sandy, and this is specific. If someone who is watching this has been trying to connect with him, he's just letting you know that it's he while he recognizes that it's been a long time here, it feels like he just got there and he's trying to get his bearings. And so that is, he's explaining your experience with the with that you had with a medium. For others of you, this message is for them, it's going to be in a blink of an eye for when it is time for you all to reconnect with each other. But they are acknowledging that time here, it's long, and love is so deep. And so they do not take lightly that you are going to be holding on and carrying sadness and grief and navigating and walking with grief for a while until it is your turn to be reunited with them. And so they're coming in, hugging you and supporting you. And they're asking you, while you are here, to let life blossom through you. Seize the moment of life. And I'm hearing one woman, Marianne, but it's Marion, who is really coming in, and she's just saying, just live life, eat, live, love. There's like this jovial, she reminds me of Mrs. Claus, and only because of, like, like twinkle in the eyes and white hair. But there's just this, while you are here, live and say yes to things that scare you, that frighten you. Take chances on love, take chances on new opportunities, and let those things also help you with the healing process. And before you know it, you will be reconnected with your loved ones. But while we're here in this life, live it good, live it well, is what I'm hearing. I'm also getting a connection to New Zealand, so I do not know who that resonates for. But if for some of you, if you've been looking to move and to go somewhere new for either vacation or for a while, I'm being told take that trip now. Also, I'm hearing that there's, and this, I'm trying to connect who this is coming from because I'm just hearing just different voices. For whomever this resonates, your loved one passed away just right before you are supposed to get married, and you may be having thoughts on should you shift the wedding date or making decisions about that. And I'm hearing, and this is coming from a male energy, keep moving with the plans that you had. He will be there, is what I'm hearing. Oops. I left a piece of me in you. So for all of you, when our loved ones pass away, a piece of us, we're not only grieving them, but we grieve the piece of us that leaves with them. And they are counter saying that they have left a part of themselves in you, whether it is the memories, the laughter. For some of you also, it's interesting, you may have taken on certain hobbies, and for some I'm seeing a hobby of pickleball. And so these are things that really bring you connect closer to the memories of your loved one, and they are acknowledging that they have left a piece of themselves in you. I'm also hearing there, for someone whom this resonates, there is a child that has just been recently born into your family, and they bear a striking resemblance to your loved one who has passed away. This is again another male figure that's coming in, and so I'm just hearing, I'm hearing from the collective. Just watch. You will see more and more characteristics of this loved one in this new beautiful baby that's come in, and you can break generational patterns. So this goes back again to the first part of the reading where I was talking about how there may be some resistance with siblings and also with parents, but also goes back to what I was saying. We can't control how people act towards us, but we can control how we react or our actions towards others. And there is an opportunity for, we don't have to keep doing things the same way. So what I'm being drawn to specifically is we don't cry and we don't show our love, and we're a really stoic family. And I'm hearing that you don't have to be that way. You can break the generational pattern and bring more empathy, bring more love, bring more compassion, and you'll be surprised. It feels like as your family is looking towards you for just support, they're hungry for it. And so we don't have, I just keep hearing, we don't have to keep doing things the same way. We can, each day we have the opportunity to be and to try something new. And I'm sorry that the camera keeps shaking. Yeah, I have a new camera holder that's on a spring, and it just seems to shake for every single thing that I do. Thank you. I projected my unhappiness onto you. So for some of you, if your loved one had been in a long-term illness, I am seeing that there were a lot of difficult times in which they pushed you away, or would have brought up something just to create walls around themselves, and they're coming in with that, and it also shows up with the "I'm sorry, please forgive me," to forgive them for that. They were scared, and they did not mean to project any of their unhappiness, and in fact they're in so much gratitude of everything that you've done for them and just how you've been there for them. But they are coming in and they're expressing their sorrow for that. And then the back of the deck is, "I'm sorry I didn't believe you." And this is specific to someone whom your loved one passed away, but they didn't believe that there was another side, and that they believed that life just ended right there and then. And they're letting you know, I can't wait to connect with you and tell you how wrong I was. Okay, you did want to turn, so I will turn you. I know this isn't fair. The pain is overwhelming. It may not feel it is possible at this moment, but you will get through this. Take it one moment, one day at a time. So again, this is a confirmation of what we were talking about before, about they know that their passing away isn't fair to you and the position that you've had to be put into. But ask for support and you will be able to get through it. And dear love, do not worry about me. I promise you I'm okay. I'm surrounded by so many amazing people, friends, and family. I miss you so much. And one day we will be together again. Until then, I will be watching over you. And dear love, even though I'm not physically there, we can still have conversations like we used to. Just talk out loud or write a letter to me. Trust in this. The thoughts you receive back are from me. Am I taking that? No, because that didn't fly out. Okay, just in case, we're gonna do this one more time, because sometimes, yes, sometimes they're just like cards fly out, and then I say no, and then they're like, no, we said yes. And so, dear love, there's only one you. Thank you for choosing me and for walking this path with me. I love you immensely, and while I am not standing next to you physically, I will be right with you on this journey, loving you forever. And dear love, don't worry, I did not pass alone. Someone special came to walk me home. And finally, we're going to do a 2 postcards. Let today be the day to laugh, to find humor in all things. Laughter is the best way to raise your vibration and surround yourself in the same love and light that I am surrounded in. Remember, don't take life so seriously. It's meant to be lived imperfectly and full of memories like the ones we've shared. I love you, XO. So I love how this has really kind of been like a confirmation of just everything that we've talked about and just allowing ourselves to find support, live life, say yes to the things that scare us. And when it is our turn to then be reunited, it will be the biggest celebration between the two of you. But until then, they do understand that you have to move forward with the grief. There will be good days and bad days, but they will be there with you, walking with you along the way. And you can hear my voice in your mind. You're not crazy. It's really me. I'm with you, and I'm interrupting your thoughts so you can hear me. So that, for me, I always say have a piece of paper, carry a journal or something. Because for some of you, especially as I mentioned, for those of you who have been really trying to dig into what happens when we pass away, and have been really trying to attune to your loved one's energy, you may be getting synchronicities, hearing their voices. And if you don't have an outlet to write those things down, sometimes you do think you're going crazy. Sometimes you do feel overwhelmed. And so these are little tools that you can have with you to help you as you navigate through this. And manipulating energy is one of the easiest ways. I can let you know that I'm around. I can flick the lights, make things beep, make alarm sounds. I can interrupt the radio and find ways to play your favorite song. I can shut the TV off and on, and each day I get stronger on this side. And I will get more creative the longer I've been here. Watch for me and talk to me. And then you know I'm there. I'd love to send you signs. And so just like here, if you can have just again a journal or something so that you can take note of all of this, it then helps you to find ways to have conversations with your loved one and then know when they're responding back to you. And also just be curious and be open, because sometimes these things happen. Like I just briefly remember I had a police officer come to my house in the middle of the night, and I actually was choking in my sleep. They said that a phone call came in through my home number, but my home number has been turned off for like months. And they said they just kept hearing a male's voice on the other end saying help. And so I do believe our loved ones will find ways to connect with us. And we just have to be curious and allow them to make those connections with us. I would be curious if any of you have had connections, to please share it in the comment section, as to how your loved ones have connected, whether it's through pennies, feathers, birds, or even through electrical manipulation. So thank you so much for being with me. If you have any questions, please let me know. And again, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next reading, and sending so much love to all of you, and have a beautiful and blessed day.